ends up being a pretty good matchup for Draven Nautilus. You can hook in early, you can generate pressure. You do have the slower clearing Wukong, so I don't quite see this bot lane matchup as being
On a side note, one thing that we did forget to celebrate, we have to remember of, is Mikyx hitting 6,000 assists in the LEC. This happened in the previous series. So quick shout out, the kind of explosiveness you expect in a game with a Pantheon Kalista Rell hasn't been there. Although as I say that, Canna stunned, waiting to get close enough so the Thundering Blow can't knock him away. Mikyx now going to follow. Canna should just die here. Mikyx quick to tank. Reset is there from Upset if he needs it. He does. That's first blood going through for the side of Fnatic. So they get something quick in the area. Humanoid knows that he has to back up. I think this early game, there is a 1K gold lead for Fnatic, right? But they've given a lot of objectives to get it. And if Humanoid goes down here, oh, Separate Bolt flash in, Q! Can't flash that auto, baby!
Really nice play from Yike. You can see him waiting in that Raptor pit.
This is a very different pace of game. I don't know if there's some jitters or some overcommitment to lane swaps, or maybe they just had to wait for Vladi to back at a bad time. Vladi, you're gonna die here. Upset though might be in trouble as well. Wukong all to follow. Razork on the way in, but it looks like Kalista should go down. Noctum is there, not enough to stop the second proc of the Cyclone. Now it's Mikyx following as well. Every time Fnatic get a little something, Casey just take more.
Good cover again from Yike though, making sure that he was able to get into position. It looked a little weird.
Right. Slight delay on the first item spike for lethality. We'll see if it pays off, if it gets him that payday faster.
Mikyx is on the wrong side of the map.
He caught. Yike to follow. Mikyx can't hit anyone or he'll take tower aggro, so he's just wandering out, waiting to mount, and that's the cash out! Just a huge bag of money. Hand delivered. Fnatic swapped so many times to disrupt their laning strategy, and they were successful. But Casey still got objectives, and now Casey have cashed out the Draven, everything you could ever want. And you said it, Jack. Well, we'll see if Vladi can make it out of this exchange. Looks like Gravity not quite fast enough with the Chaos Storm, excuse me. Follow up there, and now it looks like Humanoid just going to fall. Another TP in. TP going to be matched by Casey. It's starting to fall apart for the side of Fnatic.
Every time Fnatic seem to look at somewhere on the map, Yike is there. Like every point.
Sloppy mistakes can't afford to get caught on side lanes.
They've definitely set Casey up for success here. We'll see this Drake contest, but Targamas on the wrong side of the
hasn't procced Aftershock, so he's just gonna get one popped here. Beautifully layered CC. If he hit anyone, if he autoed anyone, he would have been too damn tanky. But
and now Targamas getting caught out before the Drake. It's this little bit of maybe nervousness or just trying to go for a little bit too much. But both teams are eager to pounce, and Kalista's far up
on the way in. Kalista locked up. That's gonna be big money over to the side of Upset. Now they're trying to keep the fight going. Spyline to spare out, but Razork's not gonna take a whole hell of a lot of damage. Mount up. Into the Herald from Herald, ramming into Humanoid, getting the ulti down as well. Styling as he gets the reset. He might look for one more, flashing out. Yike playing like a demon in this game.
Yike is making a montage on him with the Combat Herald into the ultimate as he takes down Humanoid. That was beautiful.
That was sick from Yike, and honestly, great to capitalize on what was going to be a big Fnatic win. Caliste overextended in mid. You never saw Fnatic showing the bot wave, but still tried to make the play on Upset. But now, here we go.
Again, Mikyx making his way out there. Now it looks like it's Targamas who's overextended. Vladi does decent damage, but not enough to tear through Upset's health bar. Razork chasing, that's one down. Upset stepping past the grasping Mara. Casey backing off, but Targamas.
Caliste went for the play aggressive onto Upset, and immediately Mikyx and Razork were able to collapse. Although Humanoid here definitely went too far, but now topside, wait, what?
Oscar going in. Canna now running, trying to get the extra movement speed. One more auto, Q flash forward, a little bit more damage. Oscar desperate to finish the kill. Yike on the way, going to be forced back. The Baba's special. Not going to see it, but Canna. So I was going to say good on, Fnatic getting some objectives, putting themselves, I was going to say all these things about Soul Point, Kalista as an objective team, is they catch, but Targamas still a good buffer.
Very deep here. Yike is behind.
Yike with the follow-up, and this is where Kalista just gets a free auto. That is a terrifying Draven. Upset is dead. Mikyx will scoot his way out of Upset's body to find a way back under the tower. Excellent pick from KC.
Fnatic didn't need to try and force it though. You had everyone on reset, and now maybe more.
Oscar on the way in, I think, just to try and delete the wave. There's no hope really here of taking the fight, just trying to get them out. Mikyx will fall to Vladi, but now KC want more. Canna is out for Vladi, took an objective. He wants to take their lives. Knocked back with a thundering blow. Taken his sweet time in the mid lane. Baby, the montage does not stop. Caliste with a double in mid.
And KC are just getting absolutely everything as Fnatic are so disjointed. First Upset and Mikyx trying to go for too much in enemy jungle, and then they get shut down under tower as they try to defend 3v5.
That's right. So if KC don't win the game where Canna gets Jayce, or Fnatic don't win the game where Upset gets Kalista, that feels like a huge blow as we get deeper into the best of 5. It's Mikyx caught out. Kalista doing a lot of damage here. Mikyx just going to get one shot. Reset now coming in. It's Yike. Once again, the monkey just keeps spinning. Oscar going to try to disengage. Looks like Yike will finally go down. Or will he? Yes. Soul Furnace going to pop, and now it's Vladi with the perfect setup to follow through. Humanoid goes golden with the timing. will keep him standing for an extra second. Not enough for him to take down Caliste. Down he goes. Caliste unstoppable. And the game is over. It might look like there are players still alive. There might still be structures, but KC are too damn strong.
I mean, Oscarinin does get 1,000 gold from Yike here as Targamas tries to flash over the Sion to block his escape, but he still ends up getting out. But you see how strong
Yike really working out for us. And even then, Upset and Mikyx try and take a 2v3. So it's just been weird decisions from Fnatic that are pretty uncharacteristic. I will say, like, these are not things that we traditionally see from Upset and Mikyx as much as trying to take 2v2s like that, but it's never the case again Baron. Yeah.
Wow. Fnatic don't even
Yesterday. Although I imagine that they probably learned from those mistakes.
Yeah, you can see them grouping up here. It was just a nice any sort of engage from Mikyx. What you really want to look for when an enemy team has Nashor is when they try to play multiple lanes and they actually split up and you can punish one of the people that are on side or the people that are not grouped. But when they're all together like this, okay, Oscarinin tries to go.
Body block goes in from Targa. Caliste flashing out. Interrupt from Targa is also good. Ulti on to Upset, buying a bit more space. Upset's now going to be in trouble trying to zone his way back, but it's Canna on the flank. Keep your eyes on this Jayce. Where does he go in? Hammer form, decent damage, knocking back Mikyx. Upset forced back as well, and Yike finally going with the ulti. Good disruption coming in, but Oscarinin cannot channel a Q. CC used beautifully to stop the Sion from getting any effect as all of Fnatic forced to retreat, likely to give up the tower, but are going to be sprinting out of base for the re-engage.
They managed to get the health bars back though, so they won't lose the inhibitor, but can they get more off the back? Mikyx trying desperately to chase them down, but there's just no one here.
I mean, to be honest, they kind of pulled off a miracle here. They ended up getting a
Vegetarian Viktor build. Pescatarian, still eats fish. KC zoned away a bit by Oscar. Oscar's still pretty damn tanky, unending despair, at least healing up some of the damage, but Yike is really unconcerned. Quick use of the clone. Follow-up now from the ulti coming in from Razork. Instant spiraling despair right as the Aegis Assault fades away, though he's going to be slowed up, and it's Canna isolated. Canna for a brief moment. Has he overstayed? Flashing out, held onto it for so long, and it's Yike going in again, finding 3 members. Caliste untouched on the backside. Mikyx retreating. The Draven free to run rampant in the exchange. Upset running for his life, taking Mikyx with him. KC get the exchange, losing not a single member. Oscarinin sent packing, and this might just be the game.
KC had the fight in their sights, and they knew exactly how they wanted to try and play it out, separating the backline from Fnatic and taking them down bit by bit.
Yeah, Targamas just wonderfully zoned off Upset here with the help of Vladi, which just made it so he couldn't join his team. And with that, it's going to be the soul for KC. They're probably going to be able to break up an inhibitor here as well. Maybe they back off, but just the soul in and of itself might be what broke the camel's back.
Yeah. Fear into Oscar, and you can just see Yike frontlining pretty effortlessly there. Has the Thunder Sky, has Ocean now. They're going to need to full commit to a fight, and KC have the time to play side lanes here. Knock down another tier 2.
And it's a 10 this Nash forever. There's really no wrong play for KC here.
We'll see.
If
that prediction remains true. Or if you're going to be roasted forever for a massive capture curse, but I'm inclined to agree with you. 9K lead. They haven't covered the top side of the map. Fnatic buying time to play on these waves through top, but it still might just be a 50-50. Oscar taking a bunch of damage. Now, if they lose him, they might just lose in an instant. Fnatic forced away to try and contend in the fight as Caliste just continues to solo objective. This is a 4v5, and it might be the best fight that they get, but Oscar's already dead right as the fight is starting. Severing Bolt, not enough. The shield from the Soul Furnace keeping him standing. Yike zoned back, but he can just go in at a moment's notice. He's in the base, breaking an inhibitor. Fnatic being herded around the map.
Caliste is still on Baron. Yike isn't even there.
Yike running. Caliste wants to finish the objective, but Yike might give his life. This is big for Fnatic, a decent opportunity. Baron there, but they're going to lose at least 60 seconds because Yike isn't a part of the picture.
I think they tunnel visioned a bit too much on trying to stop Razork from ulting in 3 inhibs, because then enemy team just presses S, minions end the game.
Fair enough. Controversial press S strat. Mikyx going in under the tower, full engage, but a nice peel back. They're getting deleted. Caliste catching in as Vladi finds a perfect combo across the entire fight. Despair of Fnatic.
And you killed Caliste, but at what cost here? As KC have them routed, they're going to be able to pick off Oscar? Maybe not.
Running. Targa on the chase. Oh! Hits him with the Pangu.
And his 30-second death timers here. You have to feel that KC can just run it down.
That was heartbreaking for Upset. He flashed into the maw from Vladi and immediately regrets his life choices. But I think that's kind of been the story a little bit for Fnatic in this one, as KC looked to take game number 1.
And it was a brawl. It was a well-fought game. Some mistakes coming in from both teams, but ultimately it's KC that looked a lot stronger in this game one.
Weathered the early game storm, responded well to the swaps, got the objectives, took the fights, found better picks. KC, incredible momentum here coming out from game one. Nearly picture-perfect performance.
I do have to wonder, maybe they overcooked a little bit with the swaps. They felt like they weren't able to play that good early game to snowball both lane like I kind of wanted to see from them, to try to play for those objectives. They gave over Drake, gave over Grubs.
And we'll see what the adaptation is. The draft for sure has to change in Fearless. The lane swaps might not. We're going to go to a quick break. When we return, game 2 on the horizon.